that's just part of the job.
And they're not really help. They're breaking it up for the moment, but they're not really doing
They're
all
not
the
actually
work
solving a problem.
to
Yeah.
fix
Yeah.
the life that person is living. The lifestyle is not being changed.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's just making the guy angrier.
I feel like they have missing persons and they look for 6 days and then go, must be dead.
It's hard to find somebody.
Well, there's even then. Okay, am I supposed to be impressed that you weren't able to do anything because it's hard?
It's not like in the movies, I'm sure, where they're doing all this research and they're tracking
forensics and whatever.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they're spending all their money on more military equipment that they don't need.
Yeah. They need to give out more tickets, Sebastian, so they have the money to find all the missing people.
Yeah. I disagree.
One day you're going to go missing, and you are going to be so
found.
thankful when the police find you.
They won't find me, is what I'm saying.
You're going to be like, I was lost for so long, just wandering this city. The missing persons report went up, and after 4 days, you found me. Bring me home.
I mean, even just last year, there was the case of the Montreal police who tied a homeless man to a pole in freezing temperatures and left him there.
Well, I feel like I'm missing some part of that
literally
story.
Well, I think they told him to like get out of there or whatever, like don't be here, go, like, which again, not solving a problem. It's just like go away. And then he didn't, so they came back and maybe they got in a verbal argument with him and they tied him to a pole with no coat on in freezing temperatures instead of maybe take him in the back of the car, get him a cup of coffee,
rough him up a little,
and find him somewhere safe to stay.
Oh, or that.
No, they're freaking bullies.
Yeah, that seems like a very
that's not serving or protecting. That's torturing.
Yeah. Did they also run his underwear up the flagpole?
They may as well have.
Yeah, might as well. You don't know.
All right, Matthew.
Yeah.
I need to stop complaining about the police.
You got all fueled up
because I'm never going to be happy about it.
No.
Yeah. Even a couple of years ago, they were driving the wrong way down a one-way. And I was looking at them because I'm thinking, why are these police driving the wrong way down a one-way? And then they stopped to be like, what are you looking at? You're driving the wrong way down the street. They go, well, where are you going? Where are you coming from? I walked a friend to the bus stop and I'm going home. And they're like, where do you live? What does it matter? I live around the corner. All right, go home. I was doing that. First, I'm going to go walk wherever the fuck I want. And why are you breaking the law right now? I'm watching you break the law. And you're questioning me.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
It's classic.
They're disgusting. They disgust me. The Montreal police disgust me.
So this is probably the least comical episode we've done. It's just you so angry.
Man, there's a lot to be angry about in this world.
Yeah.
Between a Republican president, between that and the Montreal police and their endless antics. And honestly, I can't think of a single example of the Montreal police being like really helpful. There's no like good news stories about them.
Sometimes on Halloween, I think they drive slowly and make sure nobody is stealing kids' candy or something like that. I don't know, man. I'm pulling at strings here. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I really can't think of a single good news Montreal police story. I'm sure they found a couple lost kids and stuff. That's good. I don't even think they found that freaking lost python. 6 weeks it was on the lam, and they were like, well, we'll find it eventually. But they stopped looking.
I mean, we learned from The Simpsons how to catch snakes. You put the speakers down on the ground and you let Barry White
sing. That's
do
right.
his thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure they didn't even try it.
Useless cops. All right, Matthew.
I'm going to come back to you in a few weeks or at some point, and I'll have some good news stories.
I hope so. Maybe you'll change my attitude on the Montreal police, but I feel like it's going to take a lot.
Yeah.
A few years ago, they started a riot. There was the Montreal Canadiens won a hockey game. The streets were crowded with a revelry. People celebrating, hanging out jeeps and waving flags, singing "Ole Ole." And then at the corner of Crescent and St. Catherine, right by Hurley's where we went to eat our burgers, they blocked foot and road traffic in all four directions. And so you had a crowd building up in all four directions of people just trying to, get around town. And then the riot police made a circle and like protected the center of the road or something. I don't know what the plan was. But basically, when you have thousands of people clogged up at the corners of a road and then the riot police are there, what have you made? A riot. They started the riot by stopping people from moving and showing up with riot gear. Yeah. They started a riot. They're inciting riots as well. And so, I mean, I managed to go circumvent this riot that they started, because after a while of not being able to move and a crowd building and building, people start throwing beer bottles, and you know what? They deserved it. I left. I went to another bar, and then when we were leaving there, a separate sub-riot started, unrelated sub-riot, because of a Wu-Tang concert that just let up.
Oh, yeah.
And so I feel like the police were very confused. Like, why is there another small riot? What?
We didn't start this one.
Exactly. And I went back along St. Catherine Street and saw the evidence of the Montreal police's poor tactics, where all along St. Catherine Street, where the riot that they started was, and suddenly there was all kinds of looting because they started a riot. They parked all of their police cars right off of St. Catherine Street. And so on my way back down St. Catherine Street towards Outwater, I crossed paths with 15 burning police cars because they didn't even have the common sense to park their cars away from where the riot they started is.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of fucking idiots.
It feels like they don't know, like I said before, they don't know how to deal with stressful situations.
They don't know how to deal with fucking anything. All they know how to deal with is, kicking homeless people out of the metro and telling them to go elsewhere.
Yeah. And they don't even do that well.
No solutions. They just say, you wake up, go there, go away.
Yeah. But
useless sons of bitches. All right, Matthew, this episode's going a little long.
It is.
So what did you think of your hefty burger, Matthew?
It was hefty. Mm-hmm. It lived up to the name, but a little too dry for my taste. I do agree that it had some good taste in it. Couldn't really tell what it was, but it was different than some of the other burgers. It just had a nice spice to it.
Okay.
Something unique, though I cannot put my finger on it. And should have paid a little more attention. If you go and you want to try that burger and you have
an Australian barmaid,
don't have an Australian barmaid is the key here, because
you're distract from the burger.
You're not even going to realize you just ate your burger and you didn't have any memory of it. But it was good, just a little too dry for my taste, and I feel like it was a pretty plain burger. I mean, it was a basic burger. Mine was, at least.
Yeah, it was it was a lettuce, bacon, tomato, no tomato for you type of burger. It's a traditional burger.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not down for always a weird burger. Mm-hmm. So I'd get this burger again.
So what are you rating this burger?
Is it time to rate it?
Yeah, I think so.
A 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yeah, but I want to try it again. I want to see if it's as dry as I remember. I really feel like it could have benefited from a few more condiments.
I mean, mine was a saucier burger with a spicy mayonnaise on it, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought it was a good burger, and I had this burger before and enjoyed it much more.
Okay,
and so I was expecting more of this burger when I ate it. But today it was spicy, but not that spicy. I felt like it was lacking toppings a little bit, like it was mostly beef and bread. Yeah. I could have used a little more stuff on it, but like I said, it was a good tasting patty. The good taste stuck with me for a while after I finished eating it. I'm giving this burger a 7.5, 7.5.
All right, these are good ratings.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Didn't knock my socks off, and I was a little disappointed because I was hoping it was as good as the first time I had it. But maybe that's maybe that's just my memory playing tricks on me, right? Who knows?
You're getting old.
Maybe if I go back next time, I'll enjoy the burger even more again. Yeah. We cannot know until we do know. I don't know.
Truer words have never been spoken.
So, Matthew,
yeah,
I'm going to leave my home now.
Okay.
After we're done recording, I think I gotta get a bite to eat, maybe grab some stuff at the grocery store, things like that.
Yeah.
I hope I don't encounter any police on my way out. I feel like police are one of those things, like sometimes there'll be like racist jokes about how like, I walked to the other side of the street or whatever because I didn't want to walk on the same side of the street as someone, whatever.
Doesn't even seem like a joke. It just seems like
I guess
being
yeah,
racist.
that's true. Yeah. So I'm just racist. I've realized not racist, prejudiced against police officers. I will cross the street because I don't even want to be on the same side of the street as them because I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. And skunks.
Okay.
Always cross the street. I keep walking home and seeing skunks, and I got to cross the street because they see me and they put their tail up. And I go,
put your tail up. You stand your ground.
No, not against a skunk. Never.
Skunk,
A raccoon, I'll throw down.
Yeah.
But a skunk, no way, no how.
Yeah, once you get sprayed, once that skunk sprays you, then what? You have the upper hand. Once you smell like a skunk, then it's... What do they got left? It's like when a bee stings you. You just let that bee sting you. That's what you're afraid of. That's what they know you're afraid of.
But Matthew, if I get sprayed by a skunk, there aren't that many places that will allow me to walk into their establishment and get a burger.
Oh, I've seen some pretty smelly people. Smelled some pretty bad people in my time. So I think you can make it.
So Matthew, next week, let's say I get sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Well,
for lunch, what are we going to do?
The same thing we do every week. Let's get a burger. I kept it in my mind, and that's where it stayed. I never followed through with it.
But if you try sometime, it just might find